That's the epistogramma that was in here. Just overshooting them. There we go. Nice little. There's this female. No, it's a good question. No, there are anacondas around. I've only seen one, and we spent an hour chasing it. Wasn't that big. There are poison snakes, but the reality is I'm still alive. I must have made 30, 40 trips, and I'm nothing special. Animals like that don't want to be disturbed. Snakes don't want to find you. I don't walk on my tiptoes up to a spot like this, although I do try to be quiet. I keep my eyes open. I take a lot of DEET mosquito repellent with me, but it doesn't do much good. I've never known, with the exception of the story that Rosario can tell, I've never known, and that was a piranha-related story, I've never known anyone that, suffered any serious harm from exposing yourself to something like this. This is a larger river area, and the footage isn't that good, but I included it just because of all the different fish that swam around very quickly. These guys are not, this is a totally different biotype. You say it's a monster tank. It is. Big pike, flagtail procholotus. Sisteranchus there. Psittacus, Kevin. Red-eyed cyclosoma. Psittacus. Those big procholotus get 9 inches, 10 inches easy. Again, different biotype, right? Bigger fish. Small ones are all gone. But they're all in there living together. A lot of territories. One spot. That might be a Balius. What we used to call Cernamensis. All right, now this is another body of water, if you will. This is a stream. It was a ditch. I can't even call it a stream. It was a ditch. There was the main road just goes for hundreds of miles in a straight line, and every 20 miles or so you get 4 or 5 houses that are grouped together. We stopped at one of them. We thought we saw water in the back. We just walked between the houses and got a mask, dropped in, and went, oh yeah, we'll get in here. And cardinals, probably didn't expect to see cardinals there, because it was really like, I'll use the word desert more than rainforest area we'd normally find them. Again, this is a ditch. Pencilfish, equus. Nanostomus. It's flowing. Okay, I didn't mean to imply it wasn't flowing. Stream would be a better thing. The point I was really making is that it was innocuous and very small. This is a swimming hole next to a road, and it's about 10 or 15 miles up from a major river, and it's floodplain, which means it's wet 6 months a year and dry 6 months a year. This is the nicest water I've ever had the pleasure of getting wet in, if you will. It's really a pasture, or the edge of a pasture, and initially when you went in, there was nothing. There was absolutely nothing. So I just camped out, and I think about 4 batteries later, I got so much great footage of all those Caribe piranhas, the peacock bass, a couple of Oscars came and visited. and just so peaceful and beautiful. Big school of peacock bass came over. Approach a lotus again. The piranha very inquisitive. Peacock bass are absolutely stunningly beautiful. There's two big Oscars. Now later on we move into a different part of this water where it was literally 8 inches deep or so. It's just filled with tetras and pencilfish and much smaller fish. And obviously what these guys feed on. It's piranha in these waters. And you kind of get a little curious. Notice the one in the middle, it's not red. Where the hell did he go? Every time I notice this, he's like yellow. He's just a totally different pigmented fish. Obviously, it's still a member of the same species, but it's like an albino or acoustic. Anyway, these guys are about 8 inches or so. And they would come out from these weeds, and then they'd go back in the weeds. And they'd come out in the weeds, and they'd go back in the weeds. Regular red-bellied is Pagacentris natareri, and this is Caribe. Red bellies all over South America, except the northern part, if you will, and this fish maintains that niche in the northern part of South America, Venezuela and Colombia. When you watch National Geographic and you see the bird falling out of the tree and hitting the water and the piranhas all jumping all over it, making it feathers, this is a species. School of tetras going by. And I just stand up, and this is what it looks like from the top. So we decided we'd go to the meat market. And there is a leg of beef there, cut into thirds. And we got to go back and see if we can get some footage of piranhas. So I said, okay, I've got to tie it to a bush. And so I'm in about 2 feet of water with my head up out, and I got my hands down below me, and I'm trying to hook this piece of beef to this bush. And all of a sudden, the piranha comes in and takes a bite of it. And then another one comes in. And I went, ooh, I got a little nervous. And then all of a sudden I just froze, and I got very nervous. And one of them came and bounced off my chest. And I went, all right, I've kind of had enough of here. And I looked down, and we all know what blood looks like in the water. And there wasn't any. I said, well, you didn't get me, you know. So I stayed there, and I hit them in and out of my arms, and I'm giggling to myself, oh, this has got to be such great footage. Now that's Ivan sneaking up in back of it, getting some stills. I'm obviously on a third camera off on this side. This body of water, there were 3 or 4. Irritans was in here, Cerosalmus irritans was in here, Rombeas blacks were in here, Capriamento was in here, Wimples.
Is that what those striped fish are?
No. Those big ugly things, I don't know what they are. That's a food fish of some kind. So, okay, we got footage of it sitting on the bottom. Let's see if they'll eat it out of my hand. I'm crazy. Here we go, over here. And Ivan wants to get a real close up of the blood, you know. Mm-hmm. My left hand, I hit a camera. No one would take. No one would take the movement. No one would take me associated or connected to. Look at the bellies on them. They've been eaten. We had hundreds of these things. We, as we were underwater, we were listening. We could hear what we decided was teeth chattering. As they bite, they'll clank their teeth, if you will, and you can actually hear that rattle, the teeth hitting together. And so at one time we were changing batteries and reloading and everything. We got a set of keys, and we did a little experiment. as they would naturally kind of get nervous or whatever, they would go to swim away. I thought he had footage of it, but I didn't get any edit in here. We would rattle those keys, and they would turn on a dime, and then come right back. And that the opening shot of this little sequence was them turning and just all coming back all at once. They were reacting, oh, somebody's getting a bite, I didn't, where's that going on? So they're instinctive even to the vibration, probably, that was causing. And notice how they bite. They bite and then shake their bodies. They don't shake their heads per se. They basically get in there and waggle their tails, which of course moves their head at the same time.